Good day, everyone. Welcome once again to Jennikins Creations, popularly called the Fashion Homes. I believe the list of the materials forwarded to the group, you have gotten them. So we'll go straight now to the making of the fascinators. Today we shall be learning how to make fascinators using ordinary nets or the satellite material, how to make them. But in this class, I'm going to combine three of our outline to explain them in this particular class. We'll talk about satellite fascinators, net fascinators, and lace fascinators. So I'm going to explain the three in this class. Once you get one, you'll be able to use the other one to make your desired design. Now, in this net fascinators, this is the ordinary net that we all know. So once you use this one to make your fascinators, your desired design, it becomes your net fascinator. Now, let me show us what we use for the satellite fascinator. This is the normal organza that we all know, normal organza. So once you use this organza to make your fascinators, it becomes your satellite fascinators. So also, if you have a piece of Ankara, you can still use it the way we are going to use this net to make. If you use a piece of Ankara to make your fascinators, it becomes your net fascinators. So also the same thing with lace. If you use a piece of lace to make your fascinators, it becomes your lace fascinators. So I will be using the net now to explain all whatever you see me doing with the net in this class. That is how you also do in your satellite fascinators, in the lace fascinators, and a piece of Ankara or whichever material fabric of your choice. So let's go straight now. The first thing to do would be to get our wire. I talk about the hat wire. This is the hat wire. It comes in row like this. So you get your desired size that you want to do. But in this class, I'm going to make use of the 40 inches length in this class. So you get your tape, you measure it. Once you get your 40 inches, you can see the plier, then you cut it with your plier. So as you can see, I have cut the wire. So the next thing now is to join the edges of the wire together. Join the edges of the wire together. You can use thread to tie it. You can also use the mastery tape also to tie it together. So I'm using the tape, the mastery tape. I have cut it pieces. So I'm joining it together with the mastery tape. Okay, just wrap it. So this is how it looks like. Now, there are two ways we use bias in this fascinators making. You can decide to wrap your wire with bias from the beginning like this before you fix your net, and you can decide to put the bias after you might have put in the net. So I'll be doing the second one. The bias will come later after the net. I'm not using the matching bias because I want to make it in two colors. If you want it in one color, you get the matching bias and the matching thread. So you will be watching me how I will be doing it. So spread your nets on your table, then put the wire at the center. Okay, then you pack the net round the wire. Pack it. So you can see how it looks like. So you get your thread and tie the the mount here where you fold it. You tie it. Now you can decide to leave it flat in this way. It's your choice. But if you want it curved, then you keep pulling. You keep pulling. The more you hold it tight, the more you keep pulling, the more it will be folding and bending, curving for you. You can see now it's not like before again. The shape is now getting more curved. You keep pulling to your desire, to your desire curved design. So the more you keep pulling, the more it will be curving, squeezing for you. So after getting your desire curved, the next thing put your thread together, then and tie it. Remember, if you are doing one color, use a matching thread. Don't use anyhow thread. Tie it together this way. Then you cut it. Make sure you tie it very firm. Then after everything, use your scissors to cut the excess out. You can see this is how it looks like. So now is to put the bias round the edges, the circumference